Yo, what's poppin', y'all? It's me, Skull Royal, back at it with another video. And here today, my last LF tier list for the month of 2021. So yeah, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. I really appreciate it. I'm trying to grow, as well as leave a like. It pushes the video out in the algorithm. Share with everybody who's in the Dragonball community, as well as leave a comment down below your thoughts on my tier list and what changes would you guys made on this tier list. So yeah, with this final tier list, we got introduced with a summonable ultra. So the summonable ultra, which is Super Gogeta, he will be a part of this tier list. And before I go and show you guys my tier list, let me show you guys the important notes first, so you guys could get a gist of it. Alright, so important notes. All the LFs will be rated at 9 stars, so non-Zenkai, Zenkai LFs, they'll rate it at 9. Summonable Ultra, they'll be rated at 8 stars. Also, the leader and the boost PvP system will be taken account when I rank the characters in the tier list, but not as much. Also, I'll be ranking 2 LF Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and 2 LF Super Saiyan 4 Goku, one with the equipment, one without the equipment, as well as I'll be ranking 2 LF Super Vegeta, one at 14 stars and one at 9 stars. And lastly, this is my opinion, this is my tier list, so let me know what changes will you guys make in your own tier list, or should I say my tier list, and let me know your tier list. Let me know down in the comments. So other than that, yeah, no more rambling, let's get the tier list started. Alrighty, so at B tier, or should I say your last, this green LS Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, he just needs a Zenkai. I'm not gonna explain what he does, I think we all know what he does. So yeah, now to A tier. So A tier, we got UI Goku, we got Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, no platinum equipment. We got Super Saiyan 4 Goku, no platinum equipment. We got Majin Vegeta, and we got LF Beerus. So maybe I should have just changed this around. I should have had Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta ahead of Super Saiyan 4 Goku, but literally there is literally A tier. If anything, I could have just moved all three of them at B tier and technically made this Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta at C tier in the year last placement. So the three I'm talking about, both of the Super Saiyan 4s and UI. He needs a platinum equipment or a Zenkai. Either one, I don't care. Give my boy a buff. Super Saiyan 4 just below average. Goku, he's just below average, and then Super Gogeta, he's just mid. Majin Vegeta, a Zenkai would be nice, but I don't think they'll Zenkai him because of Sword of Trunks. But he does do decent damage with his ult. His stats is ridiculous after transforming, and you know, he just okay. He's just decent. And then Beerus, he locks main ability, steals a card, destroys all your opponent's cards with his ultimate. But I mean, he's nothing to rave about. He's just Beerus. Hopefully in the future, when we ever get an LF Hakai Beerus, I can make like a little god destruction team. But that's just me. That's personality, you know. Anyway, that's A tier. On to S tier. And as you see, we got Vegeta Blue, we got Broly, we got Goten, we got Super Saiyan 4 Goku with the platinum equipment, we got LF Rose, we got 8 Vegeta, we got Cell, we got First Form Frieza, and we got Gogeta Blue. So Vegeta Blue, he literally got replaced in every single team that he's a part of, with Ultra Gogeta, as well as his damage is, I wouldn't say lackluster, but it's just decent. Well, he is at 9 stars, so he has decent damage. His ultimate deals actually pretty not too shabby, pretty good actually still, because of the Supreme modifier and the cut, the damage cut that he's the minus sustain cut, I should say. But overall, also Blast Armor and also him getting Rise and Rush faster. Just that he just got replaced by everybody, and he has age. So yeah, Broly is there because he also got replaced in Super Saiyans, which was his main team. I mean, you could still run him, but you could still run like a Model Blue setup. But obviously, the best team is a blue purple with the 2 fusions and Bardock, right? And even Sagas from the movie, right? Sagas from the movie, he literally got replaced by Ultra Gogeta again, and their previous blue unit that replaced him before that was Goku. So it's like it's kind of hard for Broly. I mean, if you're a Broly lover, hey, you still play with Broly. If Broly's your favorite character, play with Broly. Broly's that dude. But I mean, and also like against people who likes to switch a lot, he could just run rampant. He could still do really good damage, especially on Super Saiyans, because Bardock just provides the crit buffs, and then he gains damage inflicted per switches. And you're facing against Tag, Vegeta, and Goku, right? He's getting that buff every time they activate that tag ability, because it counts as a switch. And yeah, Goten, I mean, it's just Goten. I mean, Goten, he still does really decent damage. He comes in, he gets a blast card. His ultimate supports every Gohan, so it's like you literally run him in Iris. But it's like when you got Revival Gohan, who is superior than this Goten. I mean, why would you run Goten unless you're running like a purple red setup with the two Gohans and this guy? And it's like, sure. Platinum Equipment Goku, he is Super Saiyan 4 Goku, I should say. He is far better than people give him credit for. It's just that his kit himself, right? What can they do? They could give him a extremely busted Platinum Equipment, and maybe they should have given him a extremely busted Platinum Equipment. But it's just that his kit is below average. It's like they will have to do so much, right? So, but he's still pretty good. Like, not pretty good. He's good. His fighting equipment fixes his lackluster damage. Now he does really more. He does good damage. His ult does good damage, and his blue card does good damage as well. So the platinum equipment gives him a lot of damage buffs, which, I mean, he did need it, but he still is missing good defenses and the ability and more damage into like his maybe they should have gave him like a vanish gauge restoration or something. Maybe, yeah, I would say every time the character switches, they should have gave him a vanish gauge 50% up or something like that in his platinum equipment. But overall, he is the second best unit in GT. And for Saiyans, I mean, you could run him in Saiyans, but I mean, you would still run Angel Vegeta over him. So, hey, it is what it is. That's just Super Saiyan 4 Goku from below average to now decent. Rose, his value had gone up because of the endurance nullification. You could argue that he should be more up, but I feel like Cell in future is better than him, even though, like I stated, the endurance nullification, that's strong, but at 9 stars, Cell is just better than Rose, in my opinion. As well, right? And Gaki, like, you don't run this dude in Gaki at all. It's like when you have Goku, Vegeta, Murasamasu, and even in the future, right? I'm talking about the nullified endurance stuff. Murasamasu is still better than this guy, and Cell is better than this guy. So it's like, hey, it is what it is. The bleed effect is nice though, and he does really decent damage. But like I said, his good part is nullify endurance stuff and decent damaging all it, and as well as he deals decent damage if your opponent has bleed on. So 8 Vegeta. Unfortunately, I had to put him this low because of his team Frieza Force getting smacked around. Not to say that Frieza Force is bad, because Frieza Force is a really good team. It's just that his value right now, just right now, and especially with a lot of these crazy blues like Ultra Gogeta, you got Bardock still, and they just destroyed this Vegeta, unfortunately. So, but this Vegeta, I mean, he's still pretty good. When the blues dies down, and you'll see his full effect. Like when we get more yellows, I would say, you'll see his full effect. So, but people are sleeping on this 8 Vegeta, so he's definitely one of the more underrated characters. Just like the Cell. Cell, he deals so much. People don't understand when you have characters at a 9 star instead of like a 2 to 3 star. You will see even at 6 star, you will see a major difference. And Cell at 9 stars is crazy good. Not like S plus tier good, but I mean, it's just that you got strong yellows as well. But I mean, it's kind of countering the 8 Vegeta point, but there's like a few strong yellows that's in the game right now, and even still is like this Cell, right? He counters. Well, he doesn't technically counter, but he deals really good damage against Future Han, He does extra damage to Saiyans. I mean, it's not as much as the hybrid Saiyans portion, but it's still extra damage to them. And once he gets that his unique gauge filled, he deals even more damage. You'll see his true potential after you get his unique gauge. When you get his unique gauge filled, but I mean it does take a little bit of time to fill up. But all he needs to do is just charge it, and charging you can get that a lot, especially like these players, especially in the higher ranks. They like to wait, and they like to try to perfect vanish bait you. So you could literally just stay in the back, just floating, and just keep charging, and you'll get his unique gauge just like that. But ultimate supreme damage is very strong, deals good damage against Saiyans, really good damage against hybrids. The problem is his green card is a slow animation, and his blue card is a slow animation. So it is what it is, but he still do really good damage. Frieza, the problem with Frieza is his team, dude. Is like he's really good. He's one of the best supports in the game. It's just that his team is lackluster. Frieza Force is lackluster. LOE is, oh my goodness. I mean, we're getting that Pod Frieza, the free-to-play Pod Frieza. So hopefully he could help LOE. But LOE needs so much, and it's like it sucks because this Frieza, he's really good support. He could tank decently. He holds a blue card. His green card immobilizes. He does extra damage to Saiyans when he pops the ult, so he has all the right things in his kit. It's just that the team is just, is not good. It is what it is. I mean, like I say, Frieza's Force is good. It's just that there's just way better teams above it, and then LOE. Let's not even talk about LOE. Anyways, Gogeta Blue. Gogeta Blue is like. It's crazy, right? Because he does take a while to ramp up, but I always state this: when you land his green card, you're gonna win 80% of the time. So that green card is so powerful, dude. Like once you, like I said, that green card is powerful, but he does take time to ramp up. The nullified cover changes 3 times is really good, especially like as you see in the tier list. Well, when you see as we go up, you're gonna see so much coverage change units. Like I'm looking at it right now, so I'm counting 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So 10 characters up in from your number 1 all the way to S plus tier all have cover changes. So the fact that he nullifies enemies cover changes is really good. But like I said, he does take time to ramp up. But at 9 stars, like I stated, you actually see like the damage potential that this dude can have, and he could do really, like, depending on who you're facing, he could do, depending on the ult, once he's ramped up, from 70% to 90% to even killing somebody when you land that ult. But it all depends on matchup. It is all matchup dependent. But yeah, that is S tier. Now let's go to S plus tier, and also Gogeta Blue. He got replaced by Maju and Evolution Blue Vegeta, so it is what it is. Anyway, S plus tier: Kid Buu, Nameku, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, FSK I should say, Mirza Masu, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Final Form of Full Power Frieza, Piccolo, and Evolution Blue Vegeta. Kid Buu, he's definitely getting aged, but at 9 star, he does really good damage. It's just that he's even at 9 star, he does no defense. And when you have units that could pretty much one combo you from 100 to 0, it's kind of hard for Kid Buu. Like you literally have to play perfect for him to strive. He's literally a UI Goku but better. But at the same time, he has no defenses. The only defensive defensive quirks that he has is his green card, where he just gaining his vanishing gauge. But he still does really good damage, and hopefully when we ever get the New Year's Rising banner and he's in there and people could pull him up to 9 star and or higher, or even feed multi-C power into him, you're gonna see his damage potential. Nameku could literally be in Z tier if I really wanted to, but I just want to keep it just like that because for the average player, the average player will put him at S plus tier. But me personally, I actually have this Namek Goku higher than I would say FSK. I have him higher than Merzamonsu. I have him higher than Super Saiyan 3. I actually have him higher than Final Form Full Power Frieza. I have him higher than Piccolo, and I have him higher than Evolution Blue Vegeta. Like this dude, right? This dude as a last man standing unit, he's a problem. Like this dude is a freaking problem. But like I stated, like for the average player, he's around this tier for the average player. But me personally, like me being the biased Nameku fan, I could have him as Z tier if I wanted to. That's how good he is. He's one of the most skill dependent characters in the game right now. So that's like, especially when he's last man standing. Whew, he's a problem. Anyway, FSK. Damn, FSK, you really fallen from grace, huh? From being the best character in the game to now being in my tier list as an S plus. That's crazy. But unfortunately for him, Hybris is a really good team, but there's just so much better teams out there, and his last man standing buffs could be canceled. And it's the same thing with Nameku. Nameku last man standing buffs could be canceled. So as a matter of fact, I think S plus, the highest he could go is probably S plus tier, I would say. But especially FSK, when his last man standing buffs is gone, he does no damage at all. And the only time he tanks is when he comes in and after 10 counts, and that's on cover, actually. Nameku, when he comes in, he gets the reduced damage by 40 just for free, just by coming in all the way up to 10. The duration is 10 count. But this FSK, he has the cover chain, so oh, FSK, bro, it is what it is, bro. But I will say though, he could 1v3. He could still 1v3. Don't get it twisted. It's just that there's just better units, and I think the best unit in the game right now, it is Merzamonsu. It has been consistently good throughout the games ever since his release. So when his release, when people thought that Gogeta might be the better character, like just on picture, and then once we actually the banner release and people pulled him, easily Merzamonsu just overtook the throw until Revive came out in the part 2 banner. But like I stated, Merzamonsu consistently been good. His value has gone up only because of his main ability, Nullify Endurance for 10 timer counts, which is really good, right? But he's just been consistently good. He can 1v3 anybody. I mean, I would say everybody in S plus tier and Z tier and your number 1 tier, besides one character in Z tier, which I mean he could, like, depending on the situation, but it's not likely. And this one character in Z tier could 1v3. But everybody in these tier lists right here, and from S plus Z tier and your number 1, besides that one character, like I said, in Z tier, could 1v3, like depending on the situation, more so than others. And Merzamonsu can definitely, especially like he has non-castable buffs, AoE green card, even though it's a long animation, but it is what it is. When he dies, minus your opponent card draw speed, the health restoration. When he kills somebody, it's just that he locks you down pretty much. Once he kills a character in your opponent's side, he's just locking you down pretty much, and he gains his vanishing gauge by 50% every time your enemy switches. So he's pretty much a better Broly's, and yeah, that's just Merzamonsu for you. Super Saiyan 3 Goku, the only reason I have him above FSK is he pretty much deals really good damage against the Vegeta portion of the Goku Vegeta. He's really good against Ultra Gogeta, actually. But you could also argue that when Ultra Gogeta, he's tight. When he gets tight, no, I mean it is, and when he gets to lock in, I'll talk about Ultra Gogeta when I get to him. But this Goku could just keep stalling. He makes you play differently because your opponent, because of this Goku, he makes you play differently because of that green card. You always, they like to play passively, so it's like do you want to play aggressive? Do you not want to play aggressive? So because of this Goku, it's like it makes you change your play style. It's the same thing with Nameku. Nameku makes you play it makes you play a different play style. But this Goku, he has tight null when he pops the main. His ult still is one of the strongest ults in the game. This is really good damage. It's built up. He gets a Dragon Ball for free when your enemy switches. Like I stated with the green card, you just float, your opponent blasts, you're gonna counter, destroy your enemy's cards, and just combo. He gets card draw speed after 40 counts elapsed, I believe, or 30. One of the two, I don't remember exactly, but this this Super Saiyan 3 Goku is still really good. Also cover change. He has the instant transmission cover change. So Frieza, his value gone up ever since after his banner release. He wasn't at a good spot on his initial banner, but as powerful opponent gotten buffs, the leader slot system being implemented, and him being a yellow and having endurance nullification, his value gone up, and yeah, now he's in a really good spot right now. His blue card deals AoE damage. He has blast armor on everything pretty much. The green card draws him a blast. He has a cover change against blast attack. Ultimate hits really good. it's hard. So yeah, this Frieza, he's just good. Really good. Not DKP. Piccolo, a lot of he's tanky, especially after transformation, since his transforming stats is ridiculous. Blue card hits really good. When he pops the main to transform, he restores his vanish, and that's another thing too. This Frieza, he restores his vanish gauge as well. Piccolo, he's just really good, and one of the better yellows in the game. Like he's easily a top 5 yellow. Same thing with full power Frieza. So same thing with Evolution Blue Vegeta. It's crazy because the top 3 in S tier and S plus tier is all yellows. It's crazy, but yeah, Piccolo is just really good. I faced a bunch of them in the higher ranks of PvP. Well, not a bunch of them, but the people who actually main regen, and they always bring this Piccolo. They run like a yellow green setup with DKP, this Piccolo, and either Goku Black and Zamasu or Majin Buu. So this Piccolo is just really good. And then Evolution Blue Vegeta, to me, is the top 10 unit in the game. I think there's no question about that. But the problem is Gaki. They're good, but I mean they're not they're not mono purple good. They're not blue purple good. They're not even movies good. So they're not even Super Saiyans good. That's crazy. But yeah, him himself, like individually, he's a top 10 unit. When he snowballs, he's killing everybody. And nullify endurance when he pops main, but he just when he pops he nullified covers. My mistake. When he pops main, but he's amazing. Infinite key as well. So yeah, that's S plus tier. And now for Z tier, I'll make this quick. Revive Han, Future Hans, Super Vegito without at 9 stars, Sword of Hope Trunks, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta with the platinum equipment, Super Vegito at 14 stars, and then Goku Vegeta. And as you see, your number 1 is Ultra Gogeta. So Revive Han, another one that lost his throne. There's just too many revival counters, and plus his pre-revival state is a little bit of a liability, but it is what it is. He's still really good. Don't sleep on Revive Han. Future Gohan, he is the best support in the game. By you attacking, he's getting 25% damage inflicted to your allies. Extremely good. Vegito at 9 stars, really good, prominent in the blue purple teams, the mono purple team. He's just amazing. And then Sword of Hope Trunks, I mean the double endurance future team. There's like I don't need to review their kits. Their kits is just they speak for themselves. Gogeta with the platinum equipment, same thing. He speaks for himself. He's amazing. He's that dude. And then 14 star Vegito Blue, I feel like he's better than him. And then if I were to rank everybody at 14 star, I'll put Super Vegito over Gogeta 4, in my opinion. And then Goku Vegeta, I don't need to talk about. And your number 1, Ultra Gogeta. He's the best unit in the game. Now you could argue who's better between Goku Vegeta and Ultra Gogeta, but here's the thing. Ultra Gogeta could just lock you down with his continuous blue card, because this blue card destroys all your enemy's cards. He goes type neutral when when one of your characters die, type neutral and locks you in, which is insane. That's what puts him over the edge. His green card nullify covers and cancels your enemy's attribute upgrades and buffs, which is insane. Blast armor on everything. It's like, what can you not say? Double ults. His ult nullifies endurance for 30 counts. It's like, what can you not say about this guy? His Z ability is crazy. He's amazing, dude. He's just amazing. And also his stats. Like, how can I not forget about his stats? His stats is one of the best stat spreads in the game. That's not a Zenkai, so he's just ridiculous, dude. This guy's crazy. And I can imagine people just steamrolling every other character, him at 14 stars. So yeah, that's my tier list. Let me know down in the comments what you think about my tier list. Hopefully I didn't ramble on too much about different characters. I feel like I did a pretty good job on discussing everybody pretty quickly, as well as I think I did a really good job in the tier list, like in terms of character placements as well. But like I said, it is my opinion, so people could disagree, and if you disagree, just let me know down in the comments. I want to have a discussion. And yeah, that's it for me, man. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe. I really appreciate it. I'm trying to grow. Leave a like and push this video out. Share this video out, as well as leave a comment like I stated before. So yeah, my name is Skull Royal. You guys have a good one. You guys stay safe and stay hydrated. Peace.